in games 1 and 2. Here's the offensive foul on Harden, but look at the top of your screen. Kevin Durant, that's where he picked up his technical foul. And then here's Harden with the little chest bump on Steven Jackson. And I like this emotion off the bench here by Harden. The missed dunk over Splitter. It's the stare down, Steve.
First Perkins staring me down, now Harden staring Splitter down.
I like it.
Man.
I like these young guns needed to come out and get this crowd behind them, which they did, that 8-0 run. The Spurs have responded, and now this second unit for Scotty Brooks and the Thunder are starting to do what we wanted them to do all series, get out and run.
How's this for honesty? James Harden, who had a lackluster game 1 and then came back strong, 10 of 13, 30 points game 2. He said it was self-inflicted pressure. And in terms of game 1, why he did not play well. And then he said he was determined to relax in game 2. Somehow he got himself to relax and hits 10 of his 13 shots.
You know, whatever it takes. I mean, that's how I always approached every game. I needed to be relaxed. Reggie, I know you kind of worked yourself into a frenzy sometimes. I think every player is different, and you have to do whatever it takes to get you prepared and ready to do your best.
But you don't usually hear that kind of candor from a player. Self-inflicted pressure. Off the steal, another San Antonio turnover. Westbrook kicks it cross to Harden, met on a switch by Duncan. Harden is fouled again.
That's 10 turnovers for 8 points. The Spurs are just giving to the Thunder. Lazy ball control, unforced turnovers.
Duncan's first foul, and 2 more shots coming up for James Harden. For more exciting NBA action, check out TNT Overtime on NBA.com. Watch the action from 4 different camera angles. Chat live with analysts, all presented by Bacardi.
Can they add one of those on Perkins and us so they can show all this? That needs to be one of those screens.
That's right.
I don't know who is in whose head. Is Kendrick in your head, Reggie? Which I know you prefer.
Yes, I do.
Reggie made a career out of getting in people's heads. So
I don't want to see the choke sign coming from Reggie. 13-1 run. And the Thunder with a 35-28 lead.
Smaller lineup for Oklahoma City, so the Spurs go into that low post matchup. Duncan against Collison.
Tim Duncan looking for his shots early. That's his 8th of 10. He's 3 of 8. He has 8 points. Thunder try to get back into the series, trailing 2-0. Harden is open for 3. Yes. Only 14 teams in NBA history have come back to win a best-of-7 after trailing 2-0. The last team to do it, San Antonio, back in 2008 against the Hornets in the conference semifinals. Collison is defending on Duncan. Off-balance shot, Durant with the rebound.
Here comes the barrage, look out.
Durant for 3. Durant is on it.
Westbrook on that last possession, Reggie, made maybe the best play I've seen him make all series. The penetration and the kick out to Harden. And I think Oklahoma City needs more of that. Penetrate and kick and keep the ball moving.
Foul is on Leonard guarding Durant. Meanwhile, Harden has scored the last 9 points for Oklahoma City.
And here's the play I'm talking about. He drew all 5 Spurs into the paint, found the wide open Harden. I'll tell you what, guys, I think Scott Brooks made a really nice move here. So difficult before a game to talk about big adjustments in a series. You know, you're coaching a team, you've been good all year long, and you don't want the team to say, boy, we're doing everything differently now. We're panicking as Collison gets in the lane. So he told his team, we're not making too many adjustments, but he really has.
Oh, yes,
they're going a lot smaller. They're switching pick and rolls. They're doing a lot of things. It's a tough balance. I think Brooks figured that out.
Tripping foul on Fisher. Nick Collison has provided a lift. He's come on and hit 3 of 3 from the field and done his usual scrappy work under the boards.
And he's one of those players off the bench for Scotty Brooks because he can guard those stretch fours and Boris Diaw and Matt Bonner. And you see him right now. He's physical enough to go head-to-head with Tim Duncan down low.
He's also the Thunder's best passing big man. They like to run a lot of give and go with Collison and Harden, so he gives you a little bit more flow offensively.
And Collison defending on Duncan. Collison with the back tap. Here's Fisher. Harden. Durant for three. Leonard with the rebound for the Spurs.
They're looking for some knockout shots right here.
Well, Green changed his mind. Nice pass. Diaw finding Leonard. Yes, and the foul.
There's that interior passing we talked about so often in game 2. Duncan finds Diaw, floor spread. Diaw immediately with the bounce pass to Leonard, who does the right thing, attacking the rim.
Foul committed by Collison. Kawhi Leonard named to the all-rookie first team. He averaged 8 points, 5 rebounds in the regular season. His teammates say he is so even-keeled. Greg Popovich saying it's a 20-year-old rookie who came into the league NBA ready. Does not look like a rookie.
He's a different player on this team because at San Diego State he was counted on to do a lot more. He was basically the man as Boris Diaw gets the offensive rebound from the free throw. I think here he has blended in well with the veteran leadership on this team.
Here's Diaw for three. Perkins able to pull it down.
And with Perkins back on the floor, I would look for San Antonio to go back to the high screen and roll game with Duncan, which is really their best attack.
Harden on the drive. They swing it. Durant. Oh, that's beautiful.
Sure is.
Looked like the Spurs in the third quarter the other night.
Yeah, the extra pass from Fisher. Penetrate and make 2 or 3 passes, not just one, and you get that defense moving.
Biggest lead of the game. Oklahoma City up by 10.
I like this. Kevin Durant on the switch guarding Tony Parker. He took that challenge with Kobe Bryant.
Westbrook getting it inside. Here's Perkins. And the tip. Good follow. It is a 12-point lead.
Spurs have to get back to the screen and roll with Duncan up top or Diaw. They've got to get that penetration. They've gone into Duncan on the block too much in this second quarter.
We're looking at a 22-5 spurt by the Thunder. Traveling violation called on Parker. Timeout taken, just under 5 remaining first half.
That's what we talked about. The extra pass from Fisher leads to the defense having to shift. And when you have to shift against Kevin Durant, it's probably too late. He gets into the lane for that floater.
So with Dish's new hopper.
And first couple of series. Coming out strong here against San Antonio. Just under 3 to go. I should say against Oklahoma City. Just under 3 left in this first half. Neal.
Well defended by Oklahoma City. San Antonio ran that hammer play, that weak side beer pick for Gary Neal. They get a lot of teams on that for open looks, but Durant was waiting for it.
Cephalosha back on the floor, handing to Durant. Ibaka taking the pass from Cephalosha, came up short. Ginobili blocked by Perkins. Ginobili lost it.
That was unbelievable one-on-one defense by Kendrick Perkins on the ISO against Ginobili, Reggie.
Here's Durant. Steve, it's too late for that.
He earned it, guys. He earned it.
Are you kidding me, Steven?
They are on their feet here in Oklahoma City. Parker, oh, what a move. He got the step and hit at an impossible angle scoop.
And finally, a layup. I mean, that's 6 points in the paint for San Antonio in the entire first half.
More importantly, only 5 shot attempts for Tony Parker. Remember, he went for 34 points on 16 of 21 in game 2.
Whoa! That looked like a shot attempt at first. Ends up as a lob for Perkins. Parker with the teardrop.
No pick. That's on just one-on-one against Westbrook from the top.
Final minute, first half. And timeout is taken by Scott Brooks.
Well, Kendrick Perkins stared us down early. Now he's staring down the Spurs. Great perimeter defense. Several isolations as Oklahoma City has gone to that switching pick-and-roll defense. It's worked for them. Right there.
Here is Cephalosha. Duncan passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to get into that number 3 spot. Rebounded by James Anderson, making his first appearance in this series. Second-year man out of Oklahoma State.
Maybe Greg Popovich just wants to play his entire roster.
He does anyways. Might as well.
Shot clock down to 1. Final seconds of the half. And Durant overthrown, so the ball back to the Spurs.
I thought when Westbrook came over the steal, if he would have took off on Jets, he had a wide open layup.
Yeah, it was almost like he was trying to wait for the last shot of the half. And in doing so, he lost the angle that he had on the pass. Meanwhile, Spurs will take the 22nd timeout. They would have lost that timeout had it carried over to the second half. That's why Popovich burns it now. But you see how slow he's going. I think he's just trying to let the clock go down a little bit, but the angle just wasn't there anymore. He should have been attacking. Normally, you don't have to tell Russell Westbrook to attack.
My mathematics were off a moment ago. Tim Duncan is now number 1 in career blocks in the history of the NBA playoffs with 470.
He's passed Hakeem Olajuwon and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to get to the pinnacle, to reach the throne.
He's not a guy who's mentioned anymore, in terms of all defense, but he should be. I mean, he's still right there with anybody on that list.
4 seconds remaining in this first half. And Parker is blocked. He thought he was fouled, but Westbrook got a piece of it. Oklahoma City has outscored San Antonio 32-17 in the second quarter. And they lead it by 13 at the half as they look to make a series out of it. Coming into tonight, trailing 2-0. We'll take a quick break, and then it's over to Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, Charles Barkley, and Shaquille O'Neal for the Sprint halftime report.